Dan Tortora here for a very special Dolphin Dive. I'm here with Dick Kenyon, who set the record back in 1954 for 41 points in a game. 70 years it holds up, and this year Kayem Cleary breaks the record in the 2023-24 season 7 decades later by scoring 43 points. And you're going to watch today in a very unique Dolphin Dive as Dick and I go through the history that him and his son set up here for us. We have so many different programs and pieces to go through, so Dick, happy to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
Of course. So there's so much history on this table, and we were looking back at some of these, and you told me about Siena, who's obviously not too far away, that they beat you the first time?
Yes, the first game that we played.
Yeah.
In our freshman year. None of us were starting, and we played them down at Siena. We played them at the Armory and the downtown street, and they beat us. And that was the last time they beat us in the 4 years that we played.
So you went back and forth. They got you the first time, but never again.
Never again.
And we were looking through some of these here and some of the different pictures and whatnot. I wanted to go to one of these. Can you spot yourself in this? I'm going to show the camera this really quick, but we have these old programs and history. And can you spot where you are in that one?
Yes, right here.
Right there. This one's you?
I believe so. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so we have, right here, I'm going to put my finger on it so y'all can see it. There's Dick Kenyon back in the day in this program here, and we have some names that you and I have talked about before. Len Mowens, Bob Dietz, Fred Byers, all in this picture with you.
Right.
What do you remember about Len Mowens?
Well, Lenny, he came in, and he was a freshman in this year.
Yeah.
And he was 2 years back in there, and he was a freshman the same. I was Lenny and Billy, myself, and Dietz. We were
the freshmen?
We were freshmen that year.
Okay. So you came in with them, and what about Bob Dietz? I know you guys have had history after school, right? You and Bob Dietz, you've known each other for a long time?
No, we started the freshman year.
Oh yeah, the freshman year, and then but after that, I mean, you guys became friends after school, right?
Oh yeah, we were almost like right instantly when we were in school. We became, close friends. And there was only 4 of us. There was 4 of us that made up the group. The
freshman side here, and we found out that you had family. Let's see if there's some of these in here that kept score for you and had the tallies for you. Do you ever go back and look at and see, like right here, the different things that they had here and the scores that they put down? Do you ever go back and look to see how many points you scored in a game, or looking through some of these?
Oh yeah, every once in a while I look through.
Yeah. Do you have, now, there's Niagara, there's a bunch of, here's another one with Siena, bunch of teams in New York that we had, and then there was Palestra that we were talking about, where this is an interesting one. It was a doubleheader, Pennsylvania, Harvard, and if you look at the bottom there, folks, Villanova. And
I believe it was a tie game, and it was tied at the inception, and they played what would be one quarter, I think.
Like an overtime?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was not the LeMoyne team. It was Harvard and Yale, and they played, and then we played after them. And we played. let's see, it was the team.
The Villanova in this one?
Yeah, LeMoyne played Villanova that.
And now all these years later, LeMoyne is now a Division I basketball program.
That this is the first year that they played the team.
And Division I, and one of their first two games, being a Division I school, was against Villanova. So what's that like for you to see Villanova back when you played them, and now LeMoyne's playing Villanova again?
Yeah,
You like that?
that's been quite a record. LeMoyne played them, in the.
In the Palestra? Well, in this
Yeah.
little doubleheader that would happen here?
Yeah, Harvard played Yale. And let's see.
And then you were here with Villanova?
Yes, who was over here?
Penn and Harvard.
Pennsylvania and Harvard.
Yeah. So you had this doubleheader. Now when Penn played Harvard and Villanova played LeMoyne, did the winner of each, did you then play another game? Did you play Harvard or?
No.
No, just you played this one?
We just played, they were games, scheduled games, and that's when they were.
Then you had Notre Dame was in it the next year.
Here's where I was in the record book.
Yeah, right here. 18 years old playing in this game. Do you remember anything about the Villanova games or no?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I never played very well. No, because we'd always play a game, and for economics, you'd play a game ahead of them and a game behind them.
Yeah.
So I never played well against
Against Nova.
Nova.
But it's nice to look back in history and see that you played Villanova, and now the guys on the team this year, 70 years later, are playing Villanova again.
Playing Villanova again.
So what do you want to say to the team now about when they play Villanova? They got to beat them, right?
Yeah, they got to beat them. They got to run it out on them. That was kind of a funny situation that we played them every year.
Yeah.
And
All 4 years that you were there? You
all
played
4
Villanova?
years that we were there. Yeah.
So I think we should call it the Dick Kenyon Classic now.
Yeah, that was. There was. We never beat them.
Never beat them.
We never beat them. We gave a close run a couple of times, but we played them pretty poorly.
Okay, well, it's time to get them then. You played, now this one, in this Palestra Illustrated, this was a doubleheader with Penn and Notre Dame. Villanova, LeMoyne. Did LeMoyne play Notre Dame? Did you guys play Notre Dame while you were there?
No.
No?
No.
But you got it, but when we see this here, did these two games happen in the same place? Was it the same gym or no?
Yes,
It was,
they
okay.
did. We played in the Penn games down at, Pennsylvania was at Notre Dame. No, let's see.
Now do you remember some of these guys?
Yeah, see, this was the one game and this was the other game.
Okay. Do you remember any of the guys on Notre Dame that you went up against?
I never played, never, attended the game other than the game.
So when you went up against each other, you're like, I don't want to know your name.
Yeah.
I just got to guard you.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
right.
How'd you play against Notre Dame? Did you play well against Notre
I
Dame?
think I got 7 points.
Oh, hey, that's better than zero,
One
right?
of my lows, well, it's better than the 0, but not much better.
Now we have a bunch of these different pieces. Now, who kept these for you? Who kept all these programs? Do you remember who kept them for you?
Oh, they kept them at school.
Kept them at school, and then are these from your parents? Did they kept these? Come from your parents? Yeah. Your mom and dad, did they keep all these in the family?
You know, I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Well, somebody kept score for you. I think it was your mom. She kept some scores here.
Here's a Georgetown.
Oh, so this is the book.
Well, this is one that we put together.
All right. This is a LeMoyne. I see now the statisticians get to keep these and then they stay with the school. I don't know how you got this, but you have a few.
They were throwing them out.
They were throwing them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were. It was, time to get rid of them and make room.
So you got them.
And so my dad was working up to the college at that point after I had, had matriculated there and gone on. And he got these.
That's awesome.
And
So we have the LeMoyne scorebook here from 1952-53, and off camera is your son that's here with us, Rick, that has the, you open this up to LeMoyne Georgetown.
Just get right. And the next page is Boston College.
So you played Villanova when you were there, and now this year in the first year in D1, LeMoyne played Villanova.
Right.
You played Georgetown, and the team this year in their first year in D1 also played Georgetown.
Okay.
What do you think of that? Pretty nice?
That's setting some history.
Yeah, so do you remember anything about Georgetown? Nobody likes Georgetown in Syracuse. It's okay.
No, not much of anybody.
So this is the book,
which one was this? This was Georgetown, yeah.
Yeah, this was, so that's the halftime score here.
What was the score? 67.
89 for them.
Yeah, they beat us pretty good.
So we're going down, this is your team, so we got you right here. And so you ended with, let's see here, you had free throws, you had 11 for 15 at the charity stripe, you had 19 points.
Yes.
You had 4 fouls, so you didn't foul out, that's good.
Right.
6 rebounds.
6 rebounds.
Let's see who else we got on here. There's Dietz.
Yeah.
And then we have Sheridan, Jenkins, Shea, Young. You remember some of these guys? Regis?
See, against Georgetown, Dietz had a big, 26.
Yeah, he had a few points here in this game. And then we had, do you remember? Oh, here's Mullins. Here's Lenny.
That's Lenny.
Billy Jenkins was a
Billy
big scorer.
Jenkins is up here with 11 and had 5 rebounds in this game. Look at this other side here, some of these guys.
There's Leo.
Yeah.
Leo didn't score.
So this is your book here throughout 52, 53, the scorebook. And like I said, normally these scorebooks, you see them in the game. You'll walk by the statistician who's taking them. You see them, they close them, and they disappear. The fact that you got some history here.
Oh, yeah.
Jenkins.
I've got 4 years of...
All 4 of your years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Cortland here
Yes.
that you went up against. So let's see how we did against Cortland. They got you by 7 in this one, 69-62. How'd you do though? 14 points, 15 rebounds, double-double.
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
No. This was right after Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins had 16 points here.
Yeah.
Seven rebounds. You out-rebounded Jenkins in that game.
Right.
Which one do we have here?
This was
Rick.
the story. Over the years, this was always the biggest game that these guys talked about in their careers. And I don't know if Dad recalls as well now.
This was Western Kentucky.
Yeah, do you remember your game against Western Kentucky?
Yeah, I can remember playing against that game.
How you do? How come? Why do you remember that one?
Because it was the big school, the bigger school, if you will, and we won the game. We had 5,500 people
That's a lot of people there
at the game. Yeah.
So this was 5,500 people that you got to play in front of.
And we we won the game. We got far enough ahead that we lacked, at the end of the game, I think they came down and got a shot off, but it didn't go in. And what was the score, 77?
75.
75.
You beat them by 2.
Yeah, we beat them by 2.
So they had that last second shot and it didn't go in.
It didn't go in.
All right, good for you guys. And in front of over 5,000 people, that had to be pretty electrifying, right?
Yeah, that was, that had a big, it had 5,000 people there. And I think that was probably why we played so well.
And you scored 29 points in the game.
Yes.
You went off here in this game. You scored 29, and everybody else, so you were the leading scorer here. Dietz had 15. You had 29 points in this game. What do you think of that? Pretty good, huh?
That was pretty good.
And there was no three-point line back then, right?
No, there was no three-point line.
So if there were any threes made, that doesn't even count towards
you. Right.
Now, where was your game, in your opinion? Were you close to the basket? Did you like taking jump shots?
I was all over the place.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So maybe you hit some threes that they didn't count.
I had some threes. I can remember making.
Like those deep shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
No jump shots though, right? Two-handed set shot.
Yeah, I had a two-handed set shot from out in front.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was, cutting around.
29 points in this game. Big Western Kentucky. This one's very memorable to you, isn't it?
Yes, that was just loaded with basketball that night.
And was that the biggest crowd you ever played in front of? 5,500? Is that your big one?
Yeah.
That was a big.
I don't know. It was probably pretty close to that. The one down in the let's see.
Was it the Villanova one we were talking about?
Well, it was the first game that we played. We played
Siena, Villanova.
Oh, that was our first game, but none of us 4 freshmen.
You didn't start those first 4 games.
We didn't start the first 4 games.
You have a bunch of different ones in here. Here's another. Here's Siena. Here for this one. You said after they beat you the first time, never again. You won in this one, 78-62.
Right.
And this was back in 1955.
Right.
So, and you had over 2,000 people at this game. A lot of
Yes.
people
Most of them are in the 2,000 range.
Yeah, it's pretty special here. Got 2,000 here in the
See,
Oswego
they upped
Armory.
it there. They just, were made.
Upped it there a little bit. 2,000 here. For who is this? Hobart.
That one will have the St. Joseph's game where he had the 41.
Oh, this will have the St. Joseph's. Okay, so let's try and find St. Joseph's. See what we can find here. St. Bonaventure.
Yep.
You got a Bonnie's one here. Did you beat them? They got you by 4.
They
73.
beat us by 4.
Let's see what we did in this one here. I think you had, let's see here, there's Dietz. This is you. It kind of cut off a little bit here. Doesn't have all your point totals.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the point totals.
So, do you remember anything about St. Bonaventure? Did you like playing them?
Yeah, St. Bonnie's was tough. I think we beat them one year, 66 to.
Yeah, this is the St. Michael's
Well,
one.
they beat us. That one they beat us.
So St. Bonnie's beat you this year in 1955. We're looking here. We got Quantico. Here's Boston College that your son was talking about. 82-73, you beat Boston College.
Right. Yeah.
And let's see, how did you do? 22 points, 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
You were quite the player, aren't you?
I
Pretty good?
Played around.
You did all right for yourself.
Yeah, I had.
As you and Dietz in a lot of these games. He had 20, you had 22.
Right.
What was it like playing with Bob Dietz? Was it like if they guarded him, they left you open, and vice versa? Was it hard to guard you both?
No, we were messed around and
You and Dietz, you were good on the floor together?
yeah, we a lot of times we'd give the ball. I'd give the ball to Bob, and he'd score, and he'd give them to me, and I'd score.
So this is one here where you played, I think this one, that's in the 50s here, and that's 58. He's got cut off here. This was another St. Bonnie's game. You played Manhattan. Let's see, we're looking for your game against St. Joe's. That's Hartwick. Let's see if we can find St. Joseph's. Do you remember the St. Joe's game? 1955? Oh, here it is. So we have January 7th, 1955, LeMoyne and St. Joseph's. See the score?
Right.
94.
83, yeah.
Beat them by 11.
We did well.
How many points you scored?
41. Yeah, that was quite a night.
So you won by 11 points as a team, and you spotted the team 30 extra points above that. You had 41. So without you, it's a really tough loss. With you, it's a great victory there. 41 points.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Favorite game? Was this your favorite one where you scored 41? One of the favorites?
I think that was, that was a favorite game because of the account.
Yeah, 16 of 26 from the field you were.
Yeah, 6, I missed 10.
Yeah, not bad. So 41 points at a time where there's no three-point line for the team as a whole. That's good stuff. 41 points. That's special.
Yeah, that was.
And this was the record.
That was the
This
record.
was the night.
Yes.
That held for 70 years.
Yep, it did.
What do you think about it getting beat this year? Are you okay with it? Kayem Cleary did it at home at LeMoyne. He scored 43.
Well, I don't know whether that might not even have been. It might have been continued the next week, and they might have brought it, or they may not have.
Well, this was yours. This was 41. And now it got beat this year, 43. Are you okay with that? You're okay somebody new has the new record?
Well, it was time to beat that.
Yeah.
I got to see both of them, or to hear about them.
Phil Harlow tied it in 70-71. And then Kai Cleary this year in 2023-24. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 70 years you had the record. That's a long time.
That was a real long time.
That's a lifespan for a lot of people.
That's right, it is.
Yeah, that's special.
Yeah.
And you did it here on this day, January 7th,
55.
41 points.
Yeah.
Amazing. Good for you.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was. It was special. It was lights out there. We got some other ones in here. Here's Western Kentucky that we saw before. Do we have any ones from the other? We have all the scorebooks here.
If you want
So we got 54-55. We looked at 52-53. Here's 53-54. Let's see if we can find one in here.
this is his senior year here.
Okay, so let's see this here. Scores of games to date.
If you look at the back, there's a summary of the whole year.
A lot of these, we did fairly well in the first part of it.
In the first part of the season?
But then in some of the cases, we lost.
Well, you beat, this was your second year, you beat Boston College, you beat Cortland, you beat Siena, like you said, you beat Hobart, I think this is Scranton you beat, and then Oswego, you got a victory over them as well. Let's go. Let's look at a couple of these and see what these look like here. Once again, this is a Dolphin Dive exclusive, sitting down with Dick Kenyon, who held the record in a single game for points for men's basketball at LeMoyne with 41. That record was broken this year by Kai Cleary with 43, and tied back in the 70-71 season with Phil Harlow, who was on Wake Up Call earlier, and you can find that here on youtube.com/WakeUpCallDT and on WakeUpCallDT.com. So we have, you played the Quantico Marines. You remember that?
Yeah, we played them 4 years.
Let's see.
They had
They were tough.
let's see, who was it?
Arizona?
Arizona's right here.
Yeah.
34 points.
He played with the Philadelphia team in the pro league afterwards.
So Arizona that you went up against, and here in your second season, he had 34 points. He went on to play professionally with Philadelphia? That's what you said?
I never played.
He did. Arizona
He
played.
did, yes.
Played for Philadelphia. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. This is the one out Sampson that you went up against.
That was Sampson Air Force Base. This the one that they.
77-84 they had.
Yeah.
There's a few guys here that were scoring some big points. Here's the Scranton game. Jefferson Street Armory. Remember that? Jefferson Street?
Oh yeah, we played 3 years there, and then our fourth year we played at the War Memorial, and Syracuse played the other. They played one War Memorial game, and we played the other.
And the other one. So Jefferson Street was your home for 3 years?
For the first 3 years.
Yeah.
And then the fourth year, we were playing in Zentas.
This is your senior year.
Yeah, this was our senior year here. That was Jersey City.
See, each year, if you look at the back of the book, it's
Oh, yeah.
got the whole year summary.
It's got everybody, yeah, because I know it had the win-loss total, and now it has a printout
Yeah,
of
see, here was
your
the
numbers.
Onondaga War Memorial.
Do you remember playing at the War Memorial?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, did you like it out at the War Memorial?
Yeah, it was nice to play. It was.
There's a cumulative stats for us here. So this is what season? Which one am I looking at?
Well, what year was that?
53-54.
53-54, that's.
54-55. Where's the first year?
This was 55-56.
That's 55-56. That was your senior year.
Yeah, this was the senior year.
So let's take a look.
Sorry, they're not always the last, you gotta look, there's multiple copies sometimes, they're not always the last one.
So in your freshman season, you played in 21 games, and you had, as a freshman, you had over 11 points a game. You had 7.2 rebounds a game as well. So you came out strong as a freshman. See that?
Definitely, yeah.
And you look at, so we have Jenkins here, led the team with 15.7 points a game that he had. So year two, where's year two for us? I think this is our year. Is this my year two? This might be, or the other one is this one.
Senior year.
So year two for you, you went from 11.8 points as a freshman to 17.6 the next year.
Right.
And then you had almost 10 rebounds a game as well. It's a nice jump from freshman to sophomore, don't you think?
Yeah, I had a real good.
You had a good year that year. And then this one, you went up higher after that. You went from 11.8 to 17.6, and your junior season, 19.1 points per game. You kept going up. That's right, isn't it? That's good.
What year was this?
This was your third year. This was 54-55.
You're right.
Yeah, that was your junior season. So you had 7.57 rebounds, and you had 19 points a game. So you went up for those first 3 years. Should we look at the last year, see how you did? What do we have for the last year?
55, 56, yeah. Bob, let's see.
That's the summary of 3 points. Maybe we got another sheet we got to look for in here.
No, that was the
summary of.
that was the summary.
Look towards the back.
If we go to, that's the part of the summary too here. What if we go to the next page? Is this you right here? No, that's still the summary. It might be before that. Oh, here it is. So here's yours. This was your last year. You had 18 points a game and 7 rebounds.
Right.
So you never averaged less than double digits in scoring in your 4 years at LeMoyne. And your last 2 years, you're around 18 to 19 points a game.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
Yeah, there wasn't too many that kept up with many of those.
Yeah, you kept up your averages. Do you remember why did you play basketball? Why do you love basketball? Do you remember?
Never played any basketball until we were, in like the 7th grade,
Okay.
8th grade, where you got to play a little of that. Because you had to have a facility to play in.
Yeah. Did you like it right away when you started playing in 7th grade?
Yeah, I enjoyed playing the basketball.
You didn't want to play anything else? Did you play anything else or no?
Yes, I played the basketball in high school. I played basketball as a freshman player.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Played baseball for 4 years.
I played baseball 4 years. I played basketball 4 years, but as a freshman in school, and then and I played 1 year of football.
Okay.
And he was first in Wall County.
But I made the All-Stars twice. One.
For football?
Well, there was 2 newspapers, and they each had a system, and I was.
You were in both.
I was in both. Yeah.
So you played football for 1 year, and you ended your football career as an all-star.
Yeah, that's right. One year.
One and done. That's all you need.
Yeah.
So were you good at baseball? We know you're good at football. We know you're good at basketball. Were you good at baseball?
Yeah, I played pretty well in basketball, but in my senior year, I played and pitched every game.
Okay.
And
Pitched.
then I got cleaned out.
He pitched every pitch for the senior year.
Pitched every pitch senior year.
Yes.
So you had the arm, you had the shot, and then do you remember what position you played for football?
I played in that.
Played in that?
Left end.
Left end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were successful at every sport. Good genes, right?
Yeah.
Can you rub some off on me? Can I have some?
Yeah.
That's great. Good for you. That's amazing. So you pitched every game your senior year. Did you like pitching? Did you like playing baseball?
Yeah, I enjoy playing baseball. I pitched. We won the
Central.
Yeah, we won the Central. See, we in the county league it was split up east and west. The teams, and they were all well, let's say they were all
Is it top teams in each? Top team in the east, top team in the west? Did they play each other?
The school teams played each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I think they played the East and West, and then just the leading teams
Yeah.
played. But then they switched it around, and the baseball teams, they didn't let the bigger teams play.
Okay.
They had like we played. Who played? Manoa played, and Skinny Alice.
Skinny Alice was in the West.
In the West, okay, but they didn't put these teams against each other. It was well.
That's okay. You played Manoa in the semifinal.
Yeah, we played Manoa in the semifinals and we beat them, and then there was two of us that we were getting ready to play in the summer, and we got
a little drama in the 50s. They won the
okay.
semifinal, and they're going to play Skinny Alice in the County League Championship, and then Manoa protested after the loss. Because Dad and another guy in East Syracuse had played on an amateur baseball team that they played in the summer league. Long story short,
we played. There was two teams that one day.
Yeah.
And, we didn't. We got washed out.
So, are you a Yankee fan? You a Mets fan?
Oh yeah, I was a Yankee fan.
Yankee fan. Do you have a favorite Yankee?
Well, I don't know. Is that no single.
No single person.
Single
Okay.
guy down there. They had different teams, different years.
Do you remember Whitey Ford?
Oh yeah.
He's got the same birthday as me.
that
October
right?
21st.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He was.
So I like Whitey.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle, and they had.
Yogi Berra. A lot of guys.
Yeah, they had they had
Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, they had Joe DiMaggio for right the tail end of his last 3 years, and which were after the war teams. I think it was it was Joe DiMaggio. He was he really played well.
Yeah.
And Mantle, Mantle played the team.
He played well. Do you like Jeter? Are you a Jeter fan? Derek Jeter? Do you like
Well,
Derek?
that was
So many years later.
yeah, so many years later.
Do you like Jeter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mariano Rivera?
Rivera.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you have, this is, and it makes sense to be, you're in Central New York, you're a Yankee fan, you
Yeah.
played all these sports, and you set all this history for us. Is anybody going to come along and be as good at all of these sports as you? What do you think? Baseball, football, basketball?
Oh yeah.
They're going to catch up with you?
There was always. Right the next the year I didn't play baseball. Only in my senior year when I was alone. But East Syracuse won the 2 years before. They won the the 2 years they won the league that year.
And then you beat them, and then you had a chance to win it, right?
And I played one game, or played in six or seven games. So.
And just to show everybody here on the screen, there are stacks and stacks of these programs, of this history, of your history at LeMoyne, and all of these awesome, there's old ads in here, we have newspapers, the Jesuit Honor Society, all these different pieces here in history, which is really special to see this. I think these are some different years here. 1953, 1954. So you have these old newspapers, the old programs. This whole table is your history.
Yeah.
Pretty special.
That was Niagara.
Yeah, that's when you faced off against Niagara.
Yeah.
We look through here and we see these old ads, play-by-play people, Canisius.
We lost
To Niagara?
yes,
Marines.
Niagara.
There's the Marine Corps, there's
It
Quantico.
was Quantico. We played 3 games down there, and that was in our senior year. And we participated. We played Quantico in the first game, and we lost that one, but we won the next 2. So
There's your head coach.
yeah, that's
Tommy Nyland.
Tommy Nyland, yeah.
There he is. You close with Tom? Did you have a nice history with him even after you played? With your head coach, you stay close to Tom Nyland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you go golfing with him? Is that what it was? You went golfing with Tom Nyland?
Oh, we golfed. He never played golf when he was in school,
Yeah.
or, much of the time. But he started playing, and we played it. He joined the cavalry club, and we played.
Did you beat him?
I beat him every time.
Yeah, that's some good history there. See? So you can golf, you can play baseball, you can play basketball, and you're an all-star in football.
Yeah, it was an all-star football.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That was,
And the keeper of a 70-year record at LeMoyne. Special. And after that, you start a family. You got your family that's been there with you,
yes,
right?
I had Rick and Kathy, both of them are working here in the,
Yeah. You became a CPA, right?
yes.
So
Yeah.
some nice history for you. Did you enjoy it? You enjoy owning your own business?
Yes, I did very much so. It was great. It was a great run.
And now you have Rick and Kathy running stuff and
Yeah,
keep it all in the
I'm
family.
kicking around here.
You're still showing up, right?
Yes.
You just come over to them and you tell them you're doing that wrong, you gotta
He's
fix
went
that.
into one of those.
Oh, yeah, these
I'll
guys.
take care of all that.
And we'll put that together.
We'll keep that all together.
But this is all history right here. You wanna hold up some of these for the camera? You wanna hold up some of those with me here? This is all history of you and your teams. Tom Nyland and Lenny Mowens and all the guys that were with you here on these awesome teams in history and all these monumental games, and the Villanovas and the Georgetowns and the Boston Colleges. So it's nice to see LeMoyne 70 years later playing these teams again, like the Georgetowns and the Villanovas.
Yeah, they're all changing around now. They've got 3-point baskets, 19 feet something.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah.
Right, there's a lot of changes. Shot clock changes and all these different things that have happened.
They got those things all.
Yeah. Tell them about the telegram you received regarding the shot clock. Do you remember that? Remember when they had the exhibition game, when they were trying to start it out for the NBA?
You got a telegram about the shot clock?
They invited him to play in the demonstration game when the NBA was making the decision whether to go to the shot clock. He always was pretty.
You played in the? Did you play in the demonstration
Yeah, I
game?
played in that.
So you got to play in the game where the NBA was thinking if they were going to use the shot clock.
I think we did, you know.
So you're a part of that history too, with the NBA and the shot clock.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of playing with, you know, with your college, and then that was all, you know, with what you participated in the 4 years, and I played most of all but the first 4 games.
In your 4 years?
I played the 4th game, you know, with that. And then I worked out with them with the Nats, but I never, that was the end of my
career.
Yeah, I got,
Yeah.
can't really see it, but that was he's sitting next to Savage. That was when Savage came back from the service, right? And then he played for the Nats.
Right.
14 hopefuls report for early trial. There you go. Bring that in there for you to say. So this is when you just said you worked out with the Nats.
Right.
So here's this picture.
I don't know which one is.
You don't know which one's you?
Yeah, that's right there, everything
Right here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna show that to the
Next
screen.
Savage next to you.
Yeah. So the second one in on the top here, if you can see it. That is Dick Kenyon. So you got to work out with the Nats.
And he was drafted in the 12th round.
Yeah.
A lot of history.
Yeah, there was a lot of history in it at the time.
And more to make for you, right? Young at heart? What do we think? You're young at heart now? Got some good energy?
Oh, I had good energy.
You got good energy now?
No.
Well, this has been a very special edition of the Dolphin Dive, exclusive to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora in our multimedia marketing partnership with LeMoyne, and to learn about the awesome history from the man himself, Dick Kenyon. Dick, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. And thank you to Rick and Kathy for their help as well. One of the greats right here in our community, and a very, very nice person. And I see you smile the whole time. You're always smiling. That's good, though.
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah, that's positive.
You got to be a positive person. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dick. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. We'll talk with you all soon. Stay safe and God bless.